So focus speed, first of all, we all have to focus and we all have to think of the speed of our coil. So that's where the name comes from. We're focusing and we can't, our speed is very important to the coil. That's where the name comes from. It is a website, and now it's also a directory as well. We have an event calendar on there, but it's a website that I hope that, an intermediate to advanced detectorists can learn, more useful tips or have interesting reading on everything to do with detecting. And, even there's items for beginners, but one of my criteria is when I'm looking for content and writing content for one of our writers is an advanced detectorist you should be able to read it and say they're right on the money or I learned something new. And that is kind of how the bar is set, I feel, of what type of content I want. We've interviewed various different amazing detectorists. Gypsy has been interviewed. Amanda, I'll always, interview you whenever you want. I interview people mainly in the United States, but we have, in Europe as well. I write some of my thoughts, some of what I've learned along the way. I'm always, all our interviews share some sort of tips. And then I added a directory portion to it. So if you're a dealer or if you're looking for a dealer, there's a directory that's growing, as well as I wanted an event calendar and an area where we can put, all the different events happening. That took a long time to come up with a system that would work. I mean, I build the site myself, and it's in my spare time, and I work really hard to try making it user-friendly and testing things. And the event calendar, I think I spent a good 8 months trying to solve every problem of putting together a good event calendar. And it's still a work in progress, but I'm trying my hardest for everybody.
Well, I'll say this. I get people ask me all the time, and I've even had people come to my website and ask me this. Just a few days ago, someone was asking me about events in their area, and so now I know that I can direct them directly to your website, and they can find those events. So something amazing about Joanna, this is what she does. She builds websites, and for those of you that don't know, she built my website, gypsydigs.com, and let's see, it's been, 2 years now?
Possibly, yeah, around 2 years. Yeah.
Right about 2 years. I think this is the second year. And anyway, gypsydigs.com, Joanna helps maintain that for me, and without her help with my event, my event could not have been as successful as it was. I didn't get the amount of people I wanted, but, sometimes it's just hard. It was hard for me being so busy and trying to get the word out to various places and people. But this time, for my next event, I think most everyone that came to my event is or saying, oh, this needs to, happen again. So hopefully Joanna and I can get on that soon. And Joanna set up my ticket sales so people could go online and purchase the tickets right there, which was a lifesaver. If I wouldn't have had Joanna to figure out how to do that and add that to my website and people to be able to go in there and do that. And I just renewed not too long ago. She was contacting me and saying, oh, it's time to do our updates, and hopefully soon Joanna and I will be able to get together and do the updates, because there's a lot that's changed, like from everything from my subscribers and just a amount of people and other things that we can change on my website. But if anybody needs help with or building a website, Joanna is the gal. I and I'm sure we'll be able to put her personal contact info in here somewhere so you can contact her. I'm sure, Joanna, can they contact you also through Focus Speed?
Yeah, they can for sure contact me through Focus Speed, contact me through social media, or I can put down my personal email address in this chat. I also, Gypsy, I want to say congratulations on your event. I mean, hearing the feedback online of how much fun everybody had, it was amazing. It just made me shine because I know, I helped you with it. I wasn't there. I wish I was there. Next year, I think I need to be there. But you did a fabulous job. I mean, I never heard one negative thing about your event, just people shining how great it was. So congratulations on putting that together. It's hard to put on such an event, and you did it.
Well, you're getting me all teary-eyed right now because I know Amanda knows, all the stress I went through, and I know man, sorry, y'all, I'm slapping away a few tears. But I couldn't have done it without Joanna setting everything up and helping me through so many headaches and trying to figure things out and in such a short time, really. And I'm just grateful that it's over with. And now I know, all the things that I can do better and make it even better for next year. And anyway, thank you so much, Joanna. And Amanda, she sent a bunch of goodies, too, for me to give away at my hunt. And it was just a great success. And I've just had so many people contact me and say congratulations, and they wish they could have been there, that hopefully next year. So I'll be able to plan way in advance. And we are thinking about having it at the same camp because it does, for those of you that don't know about the camp that I had it at, it didn't open up the full acreage because of the amount of people I had, about 50 people at the hunt that came. Not all 50 people hunted, I don't think, but still there were some that had brought their kids that were detecting and others that helped others dig, that kind of thing. So approximately 50 people, but they didn't open up the 500 acres. Plus they had some construction going on there with some new cabins and stuff that they were building for families as well. So that will be another option next year. But there is so much history on the property. There were lots of natural finds found there as well as foreign coins, a lot of foreign coins, because in the summertime, and that's how I had first heard about the camp, was helping out. I volunteered to help out with some of now the camp itself in the summer is free to children, special needs children. Some of them are in wheelchairs, some of them are blind, some of them are deaf. There's just all types. And the camps are free to the children. And so Garrett, many years ago, had donated over, I think, 100 metal detectors for the campers. And every summer, they get metal detectors like us that volunteer and come help with some of these campers. And I'd help volunteer a few times, and it was just so rewarding to see these children getting the metal detect. And a lot of them go on to get, their parents, a lot of them will buy them metal detectors and will continue to become detectorists. But some of them are missing legs, some of them are in wheelchairs. It's just really rewarding and amazing what they do. So the profit that I paid for the use of this goes to the camp, which goes in turn to the campers this summer to enjoy an amazing time. And I donated a bunch of foreign coins along with some of the people that came, donated foreign coins for this summer. So if you do have any foreign coins that you would like to get rid of, let me know, and we can either get it sent to the camp or send them to me, and I can donate them to the camp. as well for the kids this summer, because I think I'm helping out in June to go help those children. So if anybody wants to maybe come volunteer as well to help, let me know. I can get you those dates. Anyway, sorry about all that, but I just want to explain more about the property. But thanks again, Joanna, for all your help.
Thank you. No, I was very excited to be a part of it. Gypsy, when do you think your hunt will be next year? Have you narrowed down a date? I know we just ended it, but
yeah, we actually have narrowed it down. They responded immediately after the hunt that next Monday and said, "Hey, we really just I just got such good results, feedback from the camp people as well, and the VP there and the CEO of the camp, of how great everything went. And they contacted me, and they have a date open because, remember, in the summertime, they've got campers there, but they were thinking May 22nd. So that is a tentative date, and I just got to get back with them and then look into getting the contract ready and all of that. And I found out there was an old rock quarry on that place. There's an old dump. There were natural finds found, rings and jewelry and it was just, everyone had a blast. Natural and seeded stuff and great prizes. So.
It's awesome. Very cool. So May 22nd, tentative for next year. Boo. I'll put it on the calendar.
Okay. Well, I didn't mean to take up half of our thing there, but Joanna, is there anything else? Let's see. I know that we've got
for the people who are in our chat, I would love to hear what they would like to learn more about when it comes to detecting, meaning which kind of tips they want to hear. One, podcast, podcast ideas, but also article ideas for focus feed. So, if anybody is going, I would like to learn more about XYZ, let's write it down in chat. I would love to see what people say. And any feedback you have for focus speed of how we can improve it, or, those who want to do, write for us, that would be great. This is a little small note that anybody close to me knows, but I'm actually severely learning disabled and severely dyslexic. So I shouldn't be writing these articles, but I do. And I luckily have a lovely woman who grammatically corrects them for me. And I have a great amount of metal detecting friends who I'm always running ideas by. Should we write about this? Should we write about that? What do you think we should write about? But I would love to hear from detectors I don't know. What do they want to learn? Where do they struggle? Where do they feel there's not enough content and they would like to read more on? That would be great.
Fantastic. And I think Wayne in chat already said he's going to get a hold of you.
I'm sure you'll be hearing from a lot of people that listen to you, not only tonight, but we get a lot of listeners, usually that download on Tuesday and Wednesday for some reason, that can't join on Monday night for some reason or not. So super excited about this podcast, and it's sounding like we may need to have you back again soon, because I feel like we're barely scratching the surface. I know that there's some other questions. We've got a few other questions on our list, so maybe we can knock a few more off before we have to close.
Go ahead.
All right. Amanda, do you have some of your standard questions?
I do, and I'm not sure if the branding iron was the favorite that you had found, or just the most.
Iron,
yeah.
Yeah, the branding iron is one of my favorites. it's just so interesting. At, you know,